Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Saving Stuff with Stephanie, where we are saving for future goals. We're cash stuffing to maintain a financial discipline, all in hopes to become debt-free ASAP. And in today's video, I'm going to go ahead and budget for the very last paycheck that I'm going to receive in July. But you guys know this paycheck is paycheck 1, so we're going to go ahead and start tackling the bills for the month of August. So if you like budgeting videos and want to see how we map out this budget, stick around and keep on watching. All right, y'all, welcome back. Let's go ahead and kind of get paycheck 1 taken care of. I do have my monthly budget for August out because I am on paycheck 1. July for me was a 3 paycheck month. But you guys know, if you're not new here, then anytime I do get a 3rd paycheck, if it's not a free check, that check will actually just go ahead and start to pay for the bills for the upcoming month. So paycheck number 1 will be taking care of the first part of August bills. I will receive this check on the 31st of July. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. I just have this out as a guide to make sure I put kind of how I planned it where it needs to go. All right, so we are working with a few bills for this paycheck. You guys, I'm so sorry. If y'all hear a lot of hollering and screaming in the background, it's because Ziri is back there playing the game with her friend, and they're on the headsets, and, you know, it gets a little extra in here. But, yeah. So disregard any screaming in the back. Don't be alarmed. It's just Ziri playing the game. But we are on paycheck number 1. With this particular paycheck, there are only 6 bills that I do have to tackle. But we're going to go over the fixed expenses momentarily. Let's go ahead and start with the payroll or the income. I do get paid every 2 weeks. If you are new here, I am a bi-weekly budgeter. I don't make too much, but the amount that I budget every 2 weeks is $1,300. All right, so I'm not accounting for any additional amounts. So my payroll or the income for this paycheck should be at least $1,300. Now, I only budget $1,300 because I know based on working a 40-hour week, that's the minimum I'll get. So I will get a little bit more than that amount, but I've already kind of discussed in my monthly budget overview that any overage for paycheck 1 will go to car maintenance. So that's how we're going to do that this time. Okay, so my mortgage for paycheck 1, I do split bill my mortgage. My mortgage for the month is only $616. So in split billing that, I'm only going to be paying $308 with this paycheck. All right, this is on here, but this is wrong. As you guys can probably tell, this is an old sheet that I had printed out prior to even paying off Discover, but we can go ahead and get rid of that. And instead of Discover, we're going to put Instant Ink. Okay, so Instant Ink, which is here, is a subscription that I do have for my printer. I do pay, you know, $6. Sometimes I go over pages. I may pay up to $8 a month. But I'm liking the subscription thing so far. I just don't have to worry about, you know, running out of ink and needing to print but not having the money to buy ink. So that's kind of how I see it. I know a lot of people may not like Instant Ink or, you know, don't use their printer often, but I'm always printing off stuff, so I kind of think it's a good deal for me. The amount that I pay for Instant Ink per month right now is only $6. My car insurance is $66. My student loans are $130. My water bill is $35, and my safe home is $48. So if you add all of these amounts up, the amount for my fixed expenses for paycheck 1 is $593. So we're going to put that here. All right, so we're going to do roughly about the same thing for grocery. Grocery, I always budget $300 for 2 weeks. Household, we're going to be doing $30. For gas, we're going to do $20. Yeah, y'all, she's so extra. For spending, we're going to do $20. Okay, so we are going to have an eating out budget for this particular pay period because I'm kind of saving up or putting money away to prep for eating out for Weezy's birthday, because her birthday is at the end of August. So we're going to do $24 toward eating out with this check, and self-care I'm going to do $15. Let me go ahead and get the calculator. So if you add these amounts up, 300 plus 30 plus 20 plus 20, 24 plus 15. The total is $409. We're not doing anything for these. 409. I don't know why it's cutting off, but it is. Okay, so those are our variable expenses. As far as our sinking funds go, I tell you what, let's go ahead and do our savings challenges first, because I do have a savings goal for the month. I am going to do $250 for savings. So see, $1,300 minus $593 minus $409 minus $250. So we have $48 left to put towards sinking funds. HSA automatically gets deducted from my payroll check and goes onto my HSA card every 2 weeks. I write it on here, but it doesn't actually get deducted from the $1,300. It's taken out prior to the net. But I do write it on here so I can cash stuff it with prop money, because I like to see, you know, what's on that card without having to call the number on the card in case I'm in the store and need to purchase something with my HSA card. So I'm just going to put $9 here, but it's not going to be included in the figures in this column, just in case you're new. As far as sinking funds go, though, I'm not doing anything. I'm not budgeting anything for car maintenance, but any overage will go toward car maintenance. So there will be an actual here once we figure out exactly how much the actual check is, but we're not budgeting for car maintenance. Car registration, I'm not actually going to save for car registration until the beginning of next year, because my car registration has already been paid for the year. I am going to be budgeting $10 for cell phone. Okay. Pest control, I do need to kind of beef this up because my pest control is due at the end of September. I'm going to do 28 because we are at 38, so minus 28. All right, nothing for Valentine's Day. We're going to do, let's do 5 for lawn care, because I need to put at least 5 for lawn care here. So let's just take it from here. So minus 5. And that leaves $5. And I need to do at least 5 toward utilities. So nothing here. I think we removed Father's Day. And this is where utilities will go. Okay. And we're going to put $5 there. So minus 5. All right, that takes care of everything, so there won't be anything going in these envelopes. Okay, and you guys may have noticed I have not been saving for Christmas. Okay, the reason I have not been saving for Christmas is because I am due to receive another free check, quote unquote free check, before Christmas. I won't receive that check until the 19th of December. Am I going to wait until the 19th of December to buy Christmas gifts? No. But what I am going to do, I am going to borrow the money from myself, basically from my savings, and then pay myself back on the 19th. So I'll borrow whatever I decide I'm going to spend toward Christmas for this year from myself, because by that time I should have about $3,000 saved. I'll borrow it from myself, and then on the 19th, whatever amount I borrowed, I'll put it back. The purpose or the point of having a savings is that you become your own bank. You don't have to borrow from any other banks. You borrow from yourself. Just make sure you pay yourself back. You don't have to pay any interest. And I love that. So that's what we're going to do for Christmas. So yeah, that does zero out the budget. So if you add these numbers here, the 10 plus the 28 plus the, well, 5 and 5 is 10. That's 48. And that should be it. But let's put everything over here. 1,300. All right, so our total in expenses is our fixed expenses, which is $593 plus $409 is $1,002. All right, and our sinking funds is basically our savings challenges plus our sinking funds, which per this should be $298. All right, so 1,300 minus 1,002 minus 298 equals 0. So we did 0 at the budget, you guys. And I did make a note just to make sure I don't forget that if my paycheck is, let's say it's $13.35, that $35 will go into car maintenance. And then when we do paycheck number 2, any amount over the $1,300 will go to home maintenance, because I kind of want to start putting a little bit of money in those envelopes. But that is it for the budget. Now we're going to go ahead and cash plan this and get it set up. Let's see. Alright, I hope everything is in frame and you guys can see everything. So grocery, we're going to be doing 300 like we always do, and we do 14 20s and 2 10s. Yep. Alright, gas, we're going to be doing 20, and we'll just do 2 10s. Household, we're going to be doing 30, and we need to do 2 10s and 2 5s. All right, miscellaneous is not getting anything this time. Lawn care is getting 5, so we need to do one $5 bill. Car maintenance is not getting anything as far as the budget goes. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna mark through it. I'm gonna put a little asterisk here to remind myself once I find out what the actual is that I need to update this sheet. Okay, car registration is not getting anything. Cell phone is getting 10, and that's just one $10 bill. Pest control is getting 28, and we're going to do a 20, a 5, and 3 ones. Savings challenges, we're going to do $250. We're going to do 2 $100 bills and $150. Nothing for entertainment, V-Day, Mother's Day, none of the birthdays, because we are finished with the birthdays, you guys. Back to school, we are going to be spending back to school, but we're not going to be saving anything. This is an envelope that I do need to start saving some money in really soon, because, of course, we're going back to school really soon. And I'm pretty sure that she's going to want to partake in some events and activities, so I'm going to have to start paying a little bit more attention to this soon, but not with this particular check. Nothing for the Christmas fund, home maintenance. Self-care, we are doing $15, which will be a 10 and a 5. Spending, we're going to do $20, which is 2 10s. Eating out, we're going to do $24, and I'm going to do a 20 and 4 ones, and then nothing for Zuri's clothes. So how much are we going to be cash stuffing in actual cash? Let's see, $298. We should be cash stuffing at least $707 plus whatever the overage is for car maintenance. So we're going to go ahead and just put $707 at the bottom. And of course, that'll get changed once I find out what the actual is. But let's make sure this adds up to $707. So we need 2 100s. We need 150, 14, 15, 16, 20s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 10s, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5s, and 7 1. So let's see if that is correct. All right, so 2 100s plus a $50 bill plus 16 20s. We are at 250. Let's see, 16 times 20. Okay, plus 250. All right, 10 10s is 100. 5 5s is 25. Plus 7. Something's wrong. Okay. Y'all probably see exactly what it is, but there is a 5 missing. And I see exactly what it is too. Utilities. I keep forgetting utilities, y'all. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to really do this cash planning sheet. But I caught it faster this time than I did the last time. I was like, what? It's $5. And I usually, what did I take off? Father's Day. Is it even on here? It's not even on here. No, it's not. Okay, yeah, I definitely need to update that. So let's put it here. Utilities. All right, and we're doing 5. So we're gonna do one $5 bill here, which is gonna make this 5 a 6. And if you add 5 to that, that's 707. All right, so that does line up with this amount here. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this on the bank teller slip. Again, if I need to adjust this, I will. But we need 2 100s. We need 150. We need 16 20s. 10 10s. 6 5s, no $2 bills, and 7 $1 bills, for a total of $707. Okay, so we will be cash stuffing this paycheck on the 31st of July. Again, if there is an overage, which there should be, this is the least amount we'll be cash stuffing. It should be a little bit more than the 707, but you guys know, before I cash stuff, I always show you guys the actual, so you know exactly where everything goes. Okay. All right, you guys, that does conclude today's budget. If you did make it this far in the video, but you have yet to subscribe, but you did enjoy it, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, smash the notification bell so you're notified when I upload another video, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, y'all, have a good one. Bye.